Wow, man, mashallah. I'm in such a low altitude hover. It's nice. Due to the wind, it's moving around a little bit, but man, that is solid. And look at that, my radio is down here. Simply 2 thumbs up. FlyWing Huey UH1 V4. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Greetings, alishanmao here. Welcome to more RC helicopter video reviews. Today in this video, I'm going to review a brief, quick review of FlyWing Huey UH1 V4 GPS RC helicopter running the H1 light flight controller. Sitting right here in an army green color scheme. People might be wondering, hey, what is that white color scheme V4 that I have seen on their websites and on other websites? What is the difference between this and that? Which one is the V4? Well, they have got me confused as well, but it seems like there are 2 different color schemes for Huey UH1 V4 RC helicopter from FlyWing. One is this still army green, which I actually like because this is very, very visible and very authentic color scheme. And the other one they have just released is a white color scheme that you see on their websites. So anyway, regardless of the color scheme, I have here the green one. Let me give you a quick closer look. I have set it up with my Radiomaster TX16S Edge TX radio controller, and I have made a complete detailed step-by-step video tutorial on how to set up your FlyWing GPS RC helicopters like Huey UH1 V4 from scratch, from the very beginning, if you have bought it PNP version. So do watch that video on my channel. That video tutorials is surely gonna help you a whole lot. The link is in video description. Now, let me bring the camera closer, give you a closer look, talk about what is different in this, if there's any, and we'll bring it out for a flight and see how it flies. So before we go any further, please subscribe to this channel, hit that little bell icon, turn on all the notifications, and do consider joining my channel membership, because as a channel member you get to watch my videos before they go public. Not just that, but you have access to all the highly valuable video tutorials and how-to videos on my channel, which are for members only. So this is the FlyWing Huey UH1 V4, one of the most popular helicopters and very hot selling helicopters from FlyWing. And you're looking at it from the right side. The tail is still on the wrong side. The main rotors are still spinning clockwise. They should consider changing these on these helicopters to make them more authentic, more realistic. Just like even the toy grade company RC Era is doing. The rotors are coming to the left side of the tail, just like the scale helicopters. And main rotors are spinning counterclockwise. So FlyWing, this is what you need to do as well to make your helicopters look more authentic, more realistic. Okay, talking about more authentic and realistic, FlyWing has provided you these little props now. Before we used to 3D print them, but now they are available from FlyWing, like, you know, wire cutters, windshield wipers. Okay, there's a handlebar right here, and when you come backside, you have a handle right here on the tail on both sides, and then there's something like on the tail. I believe this is an antenna or something, not very sure about it, enlighten me. So these are the things that come separately in a bag, and you have to just glue them accordingly on your helicopter just to increase the realism on your helicopter. Helicopter is running still the same type of canopy, but not magnetic anymore. Okay, it has been changed on V3. There is a lock right here. You can unlock and remove the whole canopy. Now, one thing that I really want FlyWing to improve is what we want to have is a sliding door here. I thought many times about cutting this out, okay, and make it sliding by 3D printing, but because there is a lock right here that locks the canopy, you are not able to do that. If you cut it, you will cut the lock, and then the canopy will not lock anymore. So I have to either do a lot of 3D designing and redesign the whole mechanism of locking, and then maybe we can have sliding door. But still, you have to cut it down here as well, which will seriously compromise the strength of the fuselage. So what we can do is request the FlyWing to reconsider and change the whole design of this so that we can add the battery from front side somewhere, but these doors will be sliding like every other company have given. Even the Goose Sky's new Huey UH1 Y has a sliding door on it, which is very, very authentic and realistic. So FlyWing do consider doing that, okay? So these are the most simple fuselage, not much details on it. Now let's talk about the main rotor head. This is the newest main rotor head that I have introduced in V3 versions as well recently, and they do not fold anymore, because you can see there's another connecting rod coming to the square blade right here. There's a hole, it connects through a screw, and then there's a main rotor head, main rotor holder, main screw right here. So now you have two screws and your rotors are not able to fold anymore, so you have to keep the helicopters this way. But this definitely 100% increase the stability, flight performance of this helicopter, and also the dreaded ground resonance wobbles on takeoff and landing are completely gone. Also notice now they have new blades. They said that now they have kind of airfoil on these, airfoil on these. So these are the new blades, also the new addition on V4 helicopters, together with this new main rotor head. Rest is all the same, nothing much to see. Inside, the ESC is the 60 amp ESC high voltage that is on many of the FlyWing helicopters, and I believe this is the V4 ESC right here inside, which have resolved many of the burning issues from the previous ESCs. Nothing more. H1 light right here, GPS, new GPS mounted here, which says you do not need compass calibration, but I have anyway done the compass calibration. So this is the closer look. Now let's bring it out and fly it, and let's see how it performs. Wow, man, mashallah. I'm in such a low altitude hover. It's nice. Due to the wind, it's moving around a little bit, but man, that is solid. And look at that, my radio is down here. Simply 2 thumbs up. FlyWing Huey UH1 V4. But this is the lowest, let me say, right here. Yeah, look at that, mashallah. How low it is, almost touched down, but it's still hovering. Amazing, nice. So GPS position is good. Now switching to attitude mode, my favorite flight mode, of course. Man, mashallah, what a responsive machine. Look at that. Whoa, mashallah. Man, amazing. Very responsive. I'm running 65% head speed. That is a very low head speed, you know, but that gives me a lot of flight time as well. Now the helicopter is coming back from its successful mission and it's going to land right here. Bullseye. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button. Right there. Come on, don't be shy. Just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button. Right.